Let's be clear, many communities in our region are being impacted disproportionately by climate change. And when we talk about floods, no community knows this reality better than Peguis First Nation, the largest First Nation in Manitoba and a community I'm honored to represent. Peguis was forcibly relocated on a floodplain by the federal government, but it is now bearing the brunt of climate change. Just over 2 years ago, the community once again faced extreme flooding, destroying homes and forcing over 2,000 people to flee to Winnipeg. At the time, Chief Hudson said he'd never seen flooding this bad and called on the military to step in. This is a community that knows what they're talking about, having dealt with flooding that led to evacuations in 2011, 2014, and 2017. I supported the call to bring in the military. The federal government refused to listen. They didn't provide the supports needed then, and they haven't since. And Peguis has had enough. They filed a $1 billion lawsuit just a few weeks ago against the federal government, the province of Manitoba, and 2 municipalities. The lawsuit is seeking damages caused by a, quote, breach of duty and care and negligence, which has made living conditions on the reserve land intolerable and which led to a wholesale evacuation. I was in Peguis a few weeks ago. Highway 224 and the roads in the community are torn up. Houses abandoned, families still evacuated. Peguis is asserting that the federal government breached their treaty obligations by not providing Peguis with a, quote, sustainable and tolerable living environment, safe and secure from flooding, disasters, through adequate permanent flood mitigation for their reserve land, end quote. It also claimed that the federal government failed to build adequate flood protection at the reserve. So much for reconciliation from these Liberals. Peguis deserves action now.